What is up, folks? This is Arikast, and welcome back to Terraria 1.3. Alright, so we've got a blood moon going on, but it's just merely annoying at this point. 600th zombie kill. Okay, but I might just turn the sound off for a little bit if these guys get too annoying, because I know they'll just knock on the door forever, and they don't really give me anything, but they don't really drop much gold either, to be honest, but... Actually, I have a perfect solution. Oh, you're going to be annoying, aren't you? How about I do that over here. And... Hello. My banners... Oh, they're reached to about right here. Okay. But, yeah, and then we'll put you right there. And the reason is they can jump on top and still hit the door, so... if I put it one down. But from here, they can't. Alright, so everything is going to be weird and red for now, but whatever. Alright, so I wanted to show you a few things that I've gotten from fishing. I was actually spent quite a while fishing. And picked up some cool things that you guys should maybe try and get earlier in the game. But some of them are still really good now, so. Alright, so the first thing is this up here. This Reaver Shark is actually, I'd say, the second best pickaxe in pre-hard mode Terraria. Now, it's slightly worse than the one that you can get from the stone in the Underworld. It's not much worse, but it's a little bit worse. I mean, they're very comparable. In fact, I don't think I'm even going to make the other one, just because I don't plan on having it for very long. So if you have the Reaver Shark, maybe that's something you want to think about doing, is just ignoring the other one. Just because you can pick up a hallowed pickaxe, or like a cobalt or something like that. I don't think there is a hallowed pickaxe, actually. But you can pick up like a cobalt or like palladium pickaxe with this one, because they'll actually mine those materials. So what else did I get? I'm gonna start eating food. That's always a good thing, keeps you alive, not hungry. But I'll pull these things out because they're mucking up my inventory. Alright, what else did I get from fishing? Let's see, I've got actually quite a bit of food, as you see here. And these all last 20 minutes, the ones from fishing do. There are some that last 30 and 40 minutes, but I don't have those at the moment, so I've got tons of 20-minute ones, which is perfectly fine. It also increases your stats a little bit. But the main thing that food does is it increases your life gen. Now, I think it increases it up to the normal level that you would have in just playing a normal, not expert world. Not positive about that. Oh, I do need to get this out because I need to remember to do that. But yeah, so also picked up some bait. Some of these are really good, 50 and 30. Mostly I've been doing fireflies because they love to spawn in this area over here. But you can also use other things like slugs and grubs and snails, and apparently you can definitely use butterflies. But I think you can use... No, okay, you can't use birds. I thought you could use birds for something strange, but I guess it was just the consumable part, what I thought was kind of weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can eat birds just fine, and, obviously quail is something that, people eat, but I don't know, I wouldn't think of eating a blue jay. Maybe just me. Another thing you can get is this sawtooth shark. It's actually one of the two, kind of like the shark is. It's one of the two best saws you can get. But makes that drill noise, which drives me nuts. I hate drills. Absolutely hate drills because they're so loud and annoying. So I won't be using that. But I put it in here just to show you guys. I also got the swordfish. I thought that was so goofy when I saw it. I was like, I wonder what the attack is like. Are you just like swinging a fish by its tail or something? No. You use it kind of like a spear, which is really weird. I also get this Falcon Blade, which is really cool, but it has super short range. So it's super fast. I mean, holy cow. I mean, that is really, really, really fast. But we've got this superior Beekeeper, which this could probably be better if we buffed it up a little bit. But I like the Beekeeper. It has better crit. Almost the same damage. It's one short. But, I mean, like I said, it has the, the superior modifier on it. And it also has the summons bees things, which I like. So I like this one. And it's super fast too. Not quite as fast, but it's still really fast. What else did we get? And this was just like taking a couple hours and just sitting there fishing, so it wasn't super fun, fun or anything. I was just watching a TV show while I was doing it. We've also got the bombfish, which I haven't tried, but I assume it works just like a bomb. You just throw it and it blows up. I haven't tried it because I don't really have a good place to try it. We've got a tsunami in a bottle, which is a double jump just like the other ones, which is kind of cool. And I think that's it. Oh, also got the cobalt shield that I was looking for, so that's really nice. And I wanted to start off the episode, I mean, not only telling you the things that I picked up, but also combining a few things. So the first thing, the one thing that I really wanted the cobalt shield for, and we won't get the super upgraded version of it just yet, but we can at least get the one that's going to protect us from, oh, it's Goblin Tech, okay, right. Protect us from, where is it? Oh, here we go. Immunity to fire blocks. So if you combine this, actually that's pretty nice, it's a 3 defense one, with the cobalt shield, it'll grant us immunity to knockback and to fire blocks, which is actually really, really nice. Let's move back over here so I can do that. And we can combine these two. So Obsidian Shield, awesome. I'll need to try to get a better enchant off of that, because that one's kind of crappy. 2 crit strike, yeah. So another thing that I wanted to do is to make this white horseshoe in a balloon. So this combines the horseshoe, which I got a while back. I think it was from the clouds. It negates fall damage, so it combines the two, which is really nice. So I'm going to do this one. You can do this with any of the balloons, by the way, including the Sharktron, I think it's called, which uses the tsunami in a balloon, and I can't remember what else. The pufferfish, which I think allows you to jump a little higher, and the horseshoe, of course. So while that would be nice, I don't have that at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, nice, armored. That's what I was looking for. Well, I mean, of course, I would love to have the 4 defense, the warding, but at least armored is good. And I have a good amount of defense at the moment, 33, it's not bad. Other thing I wanted was the Goblin Tech, which combines metal detector, the stopwatch, and the DPS meter. So that combines several good things. So it'll display movement speed, damage per second, and it'll show valuable ore in the nearby area. And I think it shows chests as well. I can't remember. Or maybe it's something different that shows chests. Or warns you that chests are near. But yeah, Goblin Tech. I won't be using this one all the time. Actually, it shows up whether you're holding it or not, so it works like the GPS does. Now, there's one more that I want that is basically a combination like these two are. And it's a fishing stuff, but I need to do a bunch of fishing quests before I get it. Oh, that's one more thing I picked up was a shark tooth necklace, which I think it increases crit. I'll have to look. Actually, I might as well look now, because if I don't, then I'm probably going to forget. My chests are getting kind of a mess when it comes to accessories. Armor pen. Okay, so armor penetration by 5. If it was more or able to be upgraded into more, I think it's possible that it would be a good item. But 5 doesn't seem a lot to me. It could be a lot, but I'd have to look at like boss armor and stuff like that. And bosses is the thing that would, determine whether it'd be good for or not, because that's, the main metric that I think you should be working off of anyway. If you're having a hard time with things like slimes and dribblers, I don't think that it's going to matter whether you have 5 armor penetration or not. You need to be looking at other stuff. But anyway, so I'm missing one of the items for this one, I think. Yeah, I'm missing the, is it cement, portable cement layer or something like that. So I'm not going to be able to make this one. I'll just put that in my inventory, unfortunately, and didn't think about that too much. Oh yes, the strange plant. So if we talk to the dye trader, he has an option that's strange plant. So I wanted to see if that can now be used. I just picked up the strange plant and I haven't looked at it. Oh, okay. Fabulous, wonderful friend. With this delicate specimen, I may mix the most amazing dyes the world has ever seen. You may take this one right away. Okay, so does that allow us to make... Nope, okay. I was kind of hoping that would, like, open up some options. Blue acid dye. What is that? Oh, that's cool. That is actually really awesome. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go with this for a little while, because that's really, really cool. See how it looks like. Nah, I'll leave it on all of them. Awesome. Alright, so I'm glad we did that. So that was just found in an underground cavern in the lava area. So, cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a better buff for this one and put some of this other stuff away. Alright, so I will see you in a second, and then we will go down to the Underworld and not have fun there. Alright, so basically try not to die. But anyway, I'll see you in a second. Alrighty folks, so I'm glad I realized that this didn't go all the way down, because I thought it did and I almost fell to my death, but thankfully we have double jump. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Alright, so what are these? These are lava slimes. They're annoying. Definitely not the most annoying thing down here though, because... Oh, I forgot I have my bee as well. Oh, hey, some water comes down here. But, so these blocks right here are something that... Oh, I really need to watch out for these voodoo demons. You don't want to kill them while they're over lava, because they're going to drop that guide voodoo doll. And that's something you really want. And alright, these fire imps are incredibly annoying. They are one of the most annoying things down here. Outside of maybe the bats. Not sure, darkness. Yeah, I thought it was pretty dark in here. Let's go ahead and buff. But yeah, so these are what we're going to be looking to mine out to make our hellstone bars, their hellstone ore. And that can make us some nice new stuff, so that'll be nice. Oh, very bright all of a sudden. Alright, let's see what's over here. What I'm looking for are some towers. I haven't seen any down here. I explored a little bit to the left, but there weren't any all the way to the edge of the map. Now, granted, we are a far ways to the left of the map, so... Ooh, those drop lava now. Interesting. But yeah, I haven't actually seen any of the towers, and they used to be extremely common. Oh. Ah, so that causes darkness. Now, I wondered what it was that I got hit by that caused it, but yeah. Apparently those demons attacks, or the demons attacks. Oh, I said that the first time. Just didn't feel right. But yeah. So, oh, we actually got some seeds from that. Usually you have to have them, like, in lava, I thought, to get the seeds. Alright, so these bats are really, really annoying. I hate these bats. But we seem to have enough defense at the moment that it doesn't really seem to be making a ton of difference. Yeah, we're actually getting... Oh, no? Huh. I don't know. Maybe they changed the behavior of these guys. Or the fire blossoms. Like they've done so many other things. You used to have them in lava before they would bloom. But they seem to be doing fine now. I'm getting plenty of seeds. I mean, not that I'm complaining, I'm just a little confused. But there's a few things that I'm looking for. Oh, this is my pet, by the way. I found him somewhere or other. I can't remember where. I just was like, oh, that's cool. He's kind of cute. And, yeah, he's just been hanging out with me since then. May have had something to do with fishing, but I kind of doubt it. Alright, let's sit down right here. Oh, there's a tower. It's a very short tower, but still a tower. Alright, so this is all obsidian, which you'd kind of expect down here. That makes sense, right? And I love these torches, the demon torches, but they're really dark, and you get a bunch of hellfire arrows down here too. Oh, banner. Give me the banner. I need all the banners. Alright. Oh, is that a platform? No, it's just a gap. I think I made that gap when I was trying to pick up everything. What I'm also looking for is a hell forge. There's some more of those blocks that I'm looking for. But what I'm going to do to farm up these guys is make a lava protection potion. I can't remember what the name of it is. I love these doors too. I can't remember the exact name of it, but basically it allows you to exist underwater, under lava, which is really nice because otherwise you'd be dead. And I think you might need a water breathing potion as well to do that. We'll have to see on that. There is an item that will allow you to exist under there. I like that candelabra, that's pretty. But I almost jumped down into that, going after that forge. We'll go after a different forge, shall we? I actually pressed down, so I'm glad it didn't respond to me that time. Alright. Kill this, because I want that. There we go. I want you. Come here, you. Oh, here's the... Yeah, that's the thing about the Hellstone I forgot about temporarily. I thought about mentioning it a second ago, but I decided to wait a second, and then... Oops. But yeah, Hellstone will create lava where it's dropped, and... Oh, that's kind of gross. But yeah, so you really need to watch out for it if you're not. A good way to get it actually is... Here, I'll show you. Let's break all these. So if you go... Let's get that first. If you're near the edge like this, there's a hell forge. And it'll work just like a normal forge will. But yeah, if you're like this and can pick it up, that's, extremely great. Because these towers will help you out a lot in that way. But if you go out into the ash into this area, where you're actually next to the lava, be really careful because you can find yourself drowning in lava and there's no way to get out of it. So just be really careful about that. But I'm going to keep exploring here. I'm looking for some obsidian chests. I have one key, I think. But I'll probably go back to the dungeon and look for more. I was just hoping I could find a chest on camera without having to cut away, but we'll see. Anything else good here? No. Yeah, I'm not seeing any others than an obsidian piano, I guess. These areas are probably really hard for you guys to see. So you can see you can also get a lot of money from these pots. That's some more hell forges. I was hoping this is a large enough tower, I was hoping that there would be one. Usually they're up here on top, but that's not necessarily the case. Hoping to flood the area with enough bees that it'd go after that bat. Oh! Apparently that's enough lava. It shouldn't be. That's really weird. Alright. Definitely get these the voodoo doll guys as often as you can. Oh, I'm getting really low in health, so let's go and heal. Get them whenever you can, because when you're wanting to farm the wall of flesh, you're going to need a lot of them to get all the different emblems and such. So really watch out for those guys and try to find them, and just don't drop them in lava, because then you'll be unprepared and fighting the wall of flesh in the middle of the map or underground, and it's not a good idea. But yeah, so I'm going to look around, try to find a few more things, and then I think I'll be back. And maybe we'll fight the wall of flesh, maybe we'll do something else before that, but we'll probably almost definitely fight him before the end of this episode, but we'll see. Alright, so I will see you in a minute. Alright folks, so found this big bone serpent, you know, diving around. He's actually not anything special. You'll find those down here in the Underworld. I have to say, I love this background. It's something that's pretty new, but I found this chest. I think I have a key in the piggy bank. If not, it's in a chest up top, which is going to make me really sad. But let's put this hell bat. Oh, have I not summoned my... I thought he was hanging around a second ago, but I guess not. Oh, I forgot it up top. Alright, so this is what obsidian chest looks like. You guys don't get to see what's in it. No, I'll go back up to the top later once I finish exploring down here, and then come back and get it and tell you guys what's in it later. But yeah, my plan's pretty much the same. I'm just gonna keep exploring down here, see what else there is to find. Oh, there's actually another chest out there. But I'm gonna explore, probably build a bridge, and then we'll fight the wall of flesh. Sound good? Alright, see you in a minute. Alrighty folks, so we have yet another blood moon. And this is the reason that I'm not, you know, really doing anything with these things, because they're just so common for some reason. I don't know if it's a change that they made intentionally or not, but yeah, they've come around so often, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, so this is what I've gotten in my building and exploring of the area to the bottom, the Underworld. So we've got a lot of voodoo dolls. We have like 9 of them. If I have a successful attempt that's good enough, like good enough that I know I'll constantly be able to beat him, I'll go ahead and use, if not all of these, most of them. Because it's much easier if you do it like one after another than it is to go down there later and have all the hard mode. I have a hard problem with hard mode and expert, because they're kind of sort of the same thing in most other games. Like, just thinking of, you know, well, it's the harder version. It's not really New Game Plus, but, you know, it's the harder version. So, expert is harder. Well, hard is harder. But anyway, yeah. So, in the hard mode, you know, going along with that point, I was just thinking why exactly I have such a hard time with it. It's because expert is usually harder than just hard, and yeah, that shows you really well how much damage those shooting stars can do if they land on a mob. But anyway, it does like 1,000 damage, I think. So yeah, pretty rough. Anyway, expert is usually harder than hard is, but at the same time, we're in the basic version of the game playing expert. But we're going to go into hard mode after we defeat the wall of flesh. I don't know if you guys see that or not, but it confuses me. Anyway, so yeah, it's easier to do it if you're down there already, and the hard mode bosses or mobs don't seem to spawn as often or at all if you just stay down there. But if you go up top, then that's another story. Alright, so We got the Hellwing bow. This is a slow one, so it's not a very good one. But in theory, it sounds like a good thing, but it's really not. I'm going to go over here to show you. Because this thing... Alright, I'm going to aim relatively straight up with this thing. See how inaccurate it is? That's crazy. Yeah, it's neat in that it's very fast speed, and it only uses wooden arrows, kind of like the bee's knees does. But it is extremely inaccurate, and unfortunately, it doesn't do as much damage. Actually, it doesn't do nearly as much damage, but it's neat, I guess. I don't know, if they took the accuracy out, or the inaccuracy out, then I think it would be a lot better, but yeah. Alright, so this is the other one. It does basically the same thing that this up here does, except for it does a whole lot more damage. I mean, this one is mythical, and this one's just normal. I mean, look at the difference in damage. If you got a good buff on one of these, a good modifier, then it'd do an easy 50 damage per. So, yeah, really awesome. We'll be switching this out, no doubt. Alright, Keen Dark Lance. The Dark Lance is actually really, really good. Does the same damage as the Beekeeper, but it has the advantage of being able to persist in its presence, like all spears do. So if you're fighting something that, like the Destroyer or the Eater of Worlds, it'll hit it multiple times. I mean, even your normal mobs, it'll hit multiple times. Unfortunately, I don't have anything around here that's going to die unless in one hit, but it does multiple attacks per. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and replace the Bee's Knees, unfortunately. Or Beekeeper, sorry, not Bee's Knees. This is Bee's Knees. The Beekeeper with the Dark Lance, just because spears are so amazing. The only thing that swords are really better at is protecting you from, you know, multiple angles. Like if you're being attacked from, like, with like bats and stuff like that, and you have zombies or, you know, other things in front of you, then it'll protect you above and to the side, which is actually really good. So if you're surrounded and having problems, then, you know, this is a good thing to do. But if you can, you know, this thing's fast enough to where if you aim, you know, really well, then you should be fine. Sun Fury is the other thing I got, and it is a flail that shoots really far out, but I don't really like these guys very much, so I probably won't use it ever. But it does a lot of damage, so it has very strong knockback, which is pretty cool, but they're just not my thing. I don't really like them that much. Another thing I got, Masterful Flower of Fire. These things are super nice in places like the dungeon, because they bounce. So you can shoot them against walls, and they'll bounce around. Usually want to keep one of these things on you just to be able to get at stuff that's down below you. So if, like, I'm up here and there's a bunch of stuff down here, and I want to, you know, kill it, and there's actually a gap here. Unfortunately, it doesn't shoot through platforms. But maybe if I was, like, right here or something, and I could manage to, well, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not getting into work at the moment, but whatever. So I'm going to put some of this stuff up, and actually I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. We're around the 30-minute mark, so it sounds good to me. And next episode, we'll go ahead and tackle the Wall of Flesh and get into hard mode, hopefully. We'll have to see. Some of the bosses that I've fought so far have just completely destroyed me until I made adjustments, so we'll see. Depends on how hard it is. I know it has double the health, so that means those little creeper thingies that it shoots out in front of it are going to have a lot more health too, so I've got a lot of B-nades. Maybe we'll try that. We'll see. Alright, so until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day.